Jordan, I'm looking forward to this straight. You're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Here are the five for the Raptors. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the five, roaming the paint. And Barrett gets it to go.
R.J. Barrett trusting the jumper in the catch and shoot. Boy, if he's consistent with that, turn the lights out.
Pass to Edwards. Over Barrett. That's good from 17 feet away.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Barnes. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Dante DiVincenzo, obviously a very seasoned veteran at this point, a reliable rotation guy no matter where he is.
And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
I'm not sure which was better, Pirtle's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with the Timberwolves head coach. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And here's Barrett. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Shot clock at 3. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Randall dishes to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall down low, covered by Barnes. There's McDaniels. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
You have to anticipate those quick release opportunities. Jaden McDaniels ready on the catch.
It's Barrett on the wing. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Oh, here's Edwards. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Barrett. And when it comes to R.J. Barrett, what do you think, Doris, about his development?
Well, we know he's got a scorer's mindset, and he's excellent off the dribble. The key for his growth is just he's got to become a consistent shot maker from deep.
Now Edwards, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against Memphis. Pass to Dick. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Grady Dick says, I've got some vertical, folks. Look out.
Conley feeling it out. And here is Ingles. Here's the three. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Shed. Here's Murray Boyle. Lays it up off the glass.
This is what happens when you fail to put a body on someone. The ball is bound to find them.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Reed. Lets it fly. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Shed. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Here's Walter. And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Walter, also Emmanuel quickly out there, and it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 spot.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Murray Boyle. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The floater is a tougher shot than it looks, but boy, he makes it look effortless.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for the Raptors. Brandon Ingram comes in for Tick. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Edwards from the arc. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his third assist on the night. Raptors trail by 5. Ingram outside. You know, Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place.
Now here's Barnes. Scoreless thus far. Quickly with a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Quickly. And so Quickly will bring it up for Toronto. Trailing by 2. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Well, that's just nice work in the two-man game. You see the versatility of Scotty Barnes.
Doris, nowadays, we see lots of high school transfers amongst elite players. One example, Scotty Barnes.
No, exactly, Kevin. This young man attended 3 different high schools, and I think what each guy is trying to do is raise the level of competition.
The Timberwolves, again, can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Walter can't get it to go. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Ingram with it. Picked up by Edwards. Bounce pass Ingram. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Murray Boyle. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Boy, big-time denial from Scotty Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
Over to the left wing. Here's Walter. Still scoreless. Pocket 6. Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 5 rebounds tonight. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shoots over Ingram. Edwards, no good. In Toronto, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Edwards against Ingram. Barnes, screen on Edwards. Ingram finds Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Toronto ahead, ending the second quarter with a 13-5 run. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors and our featured matchup, which has not disappointed. And the way this thing is going, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the last few possessions.
You know what Shaquille O'Neal always says, Ernie, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
What are you even talking about, Shaq?
Ernie, switch your seats with me. I need to get closer to Kenny. What'd you say, Kenny?
I definitely do not want to be in the middle of this. And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Randall from outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Barrett, driving in.
Excellent instincts from R.J. Barrett right there. Finds the gap, drives with confidence.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Here is Edwards. Gobert in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Raptors leading by 4. Down low. The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Barrett. Ingram against McDaniel. Back to Barrett. Over Edwards. Barrett, no good.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Endures the Raptors. It would seem further ahead defensively than they are at the offensive end.
Kevin, it's an organization that historically looks for size. They have a lot of length and athleticism. The ability to force turnovers and be disruptive is something they identified, and then they want to push in transition. They're actually an entertaining group.
Randall grabs the board.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Quickly covering. Randall kicks to McDaniel. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Scotty Barnes. Raptors leading by 4. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you guys.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Quick release from Scotty Barnes. My goodness, pre-shot preparation was on point.
Three-pointer, Randall. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Now, quickly. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. Barrett against Edwards to end the drought. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
If there is something that defines Julius Randle's game, it's the ability to score through contact. Give him the N1.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for the Timberwolves.
What's up?
And Toronto also making a switch. Walters checked in. And you look at this Timberwolves roster, doors quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back 9 and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, 2 guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
For 3, Ingram. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniel sends it in.
Quickly with it. And again, Toronto no luck.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Osumu finds McDaniel. Here's Edwards. A miss that time would have put him up. The Raptors with the lead. Ingram wide open, and the Raptors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the basket by Edwards.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Quickly. In the corner, it's Ingram. Nailed from three-point land. Ingram's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Edwards passes to Gobert. Oh, that's blocked. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Raptors. They lead by a bucket. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So the Raptors 5 right now. Walter out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then it's Grady Dick and Murray Boyles in at center.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
And here's Quickly for 3. Cans it from downtown. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Randall. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Here's Walter. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. It's Dick on the wing. Puts one up from 19, and that one swishes right in.
So much balance when Dick's in the air, always able to square his chest and make a confident stroke.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Brandon Ingram comes in for Walter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one." Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Highland. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Bones Highland, an aggressive scorer. If he gets a look from 3, he won't be shy.
Here's Barnes. It's good. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Yep, that one goes. Dosunu's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
It's Randall. Going to work down low.
Boy, the halftime break, I don't know what they gave him to drink back there, but he is pouring it on right now.
Barnes outside. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
That's a nice read from Scotty Barnes. This guy understands how and when to deliver the basketball.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. R.J. Barrett comes in for Dick. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Now Poeltl. Now Barrett. Yep, that's going to go in.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Edwards. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
It's Barrett on the wing. Edwards defending. Now, quickly, launches it. Rebounded by Edwards. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Randall outside. 6 on the shot clock. Plays it in off the window.
DiVincenzo is fearless. I don't care what time of the game it is. Big bucket to be had. Yes, sir.
Doesn't get that one.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message for him. No easy buckets.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now, here's quickly. Barrett outside. Buries the deep ball.
R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture. No hesitation. Wow.
Edwards. Barrett rips down the rebound. Here's the Raptors with the ball. It falls!
I
like that. Pivotal moment in the game, and Barrett showing some mental fortitude.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Edwards. Barrett rips down the rebound.
This is what you call trying to shoot your way out of a slump, and I'm not sure that's the best approach right now.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. 2 shots. Scotty Barnes.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Outside, Gobert. Here's Edwards. Puts up a 3. No good. So it's the Raptors winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Scotty Barnes.